Did you know that right now, your kidneys are quietly filtering nearly 50 gallons of blood every single day, and yet you might already be losing them without feeling a thing? Millions of people wake up each morning drinking what they believe is healthy juice, coffee, or that energy booster, never realizing those same drinks could be slowly destroying their kidneys from the inside. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't warn you. It just fades until one day, 75% of your kidney function is gone, and the damage can't be undone. But here's the shocking twist. While most drinks silently push your kidneys toward failure, there are 3 simple fruits that can actually help them heal, restore filtration, and extend your life. No expensive supplements, no complicated diets, just real, everyday foods that science says can turn kidney decline into recovery. So, before you take another sip of what you think is healthy, ask yourself, is it helping your body or slowly shutting it down? Because what you're about to discover could change how you drink, eat, and live forever. Right now, something inside you is silently working harder than you can imagine. Every second, your kidneys filter your blood, remove toxins, balance fluids, and regulate your body's chemistry. Yet most people never think about them. You drink, eat, and move through the day without realizing that every sip or bite sends more work their way. These 2 bean-shaped organs, each no bigger than your fist, are handling nearly 50 gallons of blood every day, catching waste before it can harm you. But what happens when they start to fail? Most people never notice. In the United States alone, more than 37 million adults have chronic kidney disease, and 9 out of 10 don't even know it. The early signs are so subtle, slight fatigue, swelling in your feet, or mild back discomfort that they blend into daily life. By the time you realize something's wrong, more than half your kidney function may already be gone. The damage doesn't reverse. Every year, thousands of people end up on dialysis, a treatment that replaces what the kidneys can no longer do. But here's what's most alarming. Many of the things slowly damaging your kidneys are everyday habits you think are harmless. The drinks you enjoy, the foods you trust, even your morning choices could be quietly straining them. But the most dangerous part? You'll never feel it until it's almost too late. Most people think they're doing the right thing every morning, but this one habit changes everything. You wake up, drink a glass of juice, maybe grab a cup of coffee, and tell yourself you're starting the day healthy. It feels normal, even responsible. But what if those same habits are quietly stressing your kidneys? That morning juice, labeled as 100% natural, often contains more sugar than a soda. The caffeine boost you rely on might be dehydrating you without you realizing it. Every sip forces your kidneys to work harder, filtering out excess sugar, caffeine, and additives. It's a slow process of wear that builds up over years. You don't feel it because your kidneys are built to handle pressure until they can't anymore. That's when the damage shows up in lab results, not in symptoms. What looks healthy, a colorful smoothie, a bottle of flavored water, a protein shake, can actually overload your system with hidden sugars, phosphorus, and chemicals that increase oxidative stress inside your kidneys. Most people have no idea these common choices are part of the problem. They focus on cutting salt or eating less fried food, but ignore the drinks they consume daily. This quiet routine becomes a trap, one that millions fall into without a second thought. And that's just the beginning. What comes next is hiding in plain sight. It's colorful, convenient, and deadly for your cells. Energy drinks are everywhere, from gym bags to office desks, and most people reach for them to feel alert or fight tiredness. But inside those flashy cans is a mix that hits your kidneys harder than you think. A single energy drink can contain up to 300 milligrams of caffeine, the same as 3 cups of coffee, along with high doses of taurine, guarana, and synthetic B vitamins. Together, they create a storm that forces your kidneys to filter toxic byproducts nonstop. The caffeine narrows blood vessels, cutting blood flow to kidney tissue. Less blood means less oxygen, and over time, this reduces your kidney's ability to filter waste efficiently. The sugar load, often 50 to 60 grams per can, adds another layer of stress by spiking insulin and increasing inflammation inside the kidney's tiny filters. Studies have linked regular energy drink use to elevated creatinine levels, a clear sign of kidney strain. One real case involved a 7-year-old construction worker who drank 2 or 3 cans daily to stay active during long shifts. After a few months, he began to feel muscle pain and dark-colored urine. Doctors diagnosed him with rhabdomyolysis, a condition where damaged muscle releases toxic proteins that flood the kidneys. His kidney function dropped to nearly half, and even after quitting energy drinks, his recovery was incomplete. What makes this more concerning is how easily people overlook it. These drinks are disguised as fitness boosters or productivity aids, but they're actually chemical overloads that disrupt kidney balance. Even sugar-free versions often contain hidden stimulants and artificial sweeteners that still tax your system. It's a dangerous trade. Short bursts of energy for long-term damage. But wait until you see what the next one does. It attacks from the inside. What if the very thing marketed as energy is draining your life force? For years, energy drink companies have sold a dream, instant focus, endless stamina, and confidence in a can. Commercials show athletes breaking limits, students acing exams, and workers powering through fatigue. The message is simple. Drink this, and you'll perform better. But behind the bright logos and bold promises lies a very different reality. These drinks don't create energy, they borrow it from your body, forcing your kidneys, heart, and nervous system to burn through reserves you can't easily replace. The truth is, caffeine doesn't give energy. It blocks the brain's fatigue signals, tricking you into thinking you're alert. When the effect wears off, your body crashes harder, leaving you weaker and craving more. Sugar adds another layer of deception. The quick glucose spike makes you feel energized for a short while, but as insulin floods in, blood sugar plummets, creating fatigue and irritability. That's when most people reach for another can, restarting the same damaging cycle. The industry knows this pattern. Billions are spent on marketing that targets vulnerability: students during exams, drivers on long routes, older adults fighting tiredness. In 2024 alone, the global energy drink market surpassed $85 billion. Built on repeat buyers who don't realize their health is paying the price. Studies reveal that companies intentionally increase caffeine and sweetness levels to create mild dependency. Your body begins to associate alertness with the drink, not natural rest or nutrition. It's not energy, it's extraction. The longer you use them, the more your natural energy system breaks down, and the more you need them just to feel normal. Because this deception isn't random, it's engineered to keep you addicted. It's in every celebration, every weekend, every memory. But it's also erasing your future. Alcohol is one of the most socially accepted toxins in the world. A glass of wine at dinner, a beer after work, or a few drinks at a gathering all feel harmless, even healthy in moderation. But what people rarely realize is that alcohol directly harms kidney cells every time it enters the bloodstream. When you drink, your kidneys must work overtime to remove ethanol and its toxic byproducts. This process produces oxidative stress, unstable molecules that damage the delicate filters inside your kidneys. Over time, healthy tissue turns into scar tissue, reducing filtration capacity and increasing the risk of kidney failure. Alcohol also dehydrates the body by blocking hormones that regulate fluid balance. As you urinate more, your kidneys lose essential electrolytes and are forced to recycle toxins in concentrated form. This dehydration not only strains the kidneys, but also increases the chance of kidney stones. To make matters worse, alcohol raises blood pressure and disrupts circulation. High blood pressure is the second leading cause of kidney failure, meaning each drink adds to the silent wear. It's easy to ignore because drinking is tied to emotion, relaxation, friendship, and reward. But that comfort comes at a cost. Long-term drinkers often experience fatigue, swelling, and protein leakage in urine, early signs of irreversible damage. And the toxin most people trust the most is next. It was supposed to make you strong, but it's slowly wearing you down. For decades, milk has been promoted as one of the healthiest drinks you can consume. We've all heard that it builds strong bones and keeps you healthy. Parents pass the message to children. Doctors used to recommend it, and the dairy industry turned it into a symbol of wellness. But for your kidneys, milk isn't the friend you think it is. The problem isn't calcium, it's phosphorus. Dairy milk contains high amounts of easily absorbed phosphorus, which your kidneys must constantly filter out. When phosphorus builds up in your blood, it triggers the release of a hormone called FGF23. Over time, this hormone causes your kidneys and heart to work harder, raising your risk of both kidney and cardiovascular disease. Dairy also contains animal protein that increases the acid load in your body. To keep your blood balanced, Your kidneys must neutralize this acid, forcing them into continuous overtime. For someone with even mild kidney strain, this can speed up function loss. Many adults also have low tolerance for lactose, which can cause inflammation, bloating, and digestive stress, all of which indirectly impact kidney health. To make things worse, most commercial milk comes from cows treated with hormones and antibiotics that leave residues capable of disrupting your body's natural balance. The result? A drink marketed as strength becomes a slow source of stress. Switching to plant-based milk alternatives like almond or oat milk can significantly reduce this burden without sacrificing nutrition. Milk may have once seemed harmless, even necessary, but today's version is far from pure. It's a silent killer hiding behind tradition and marketing. But what if I told you the real culprit is hiding behind the sweetest taste of all? This is the one addiction nobody questions. Sugary drinks are everywhere. Sodas, flavored coffees, sweetened teas, energy blends, even natural fruit juices. They're comforting, refreshing, and addictive. But every sip sends a wave of sugar through your bloodstream that forces your kidneys to work harder than any other organ can handle. When sugar levels spike, insulin floods your system to control it. But this repeated surge damages the lining of blood vessels. Over time, those vessels stiffen and clog, reducing the blood flow that keeps your kidneys alive. It's like your body begins to rust from the inside out. The real danger isn't just sugar, it's the form it comes in. Liquid sugar is absorbed almost instantly, giving your body no time to process it slowly like solid food. That rapid absorption causes violent insulin spikes that lead to insulin resistance, one of the main causes of chronic kidney disease. High fructose corn syrup, found in most sodas and processed drinks, adds another layer of destruction. It increases uric acid levels in your blood, and when that acid builds up, it forms crystals that lodge in kidney tissue. This triggers inflammation and long-term scarring. You might think fruit juice or sports drinks are safer, but many contain as much sugar as soft drinks, sometimes more. The result is the same: gradual, silent damage that shows up years later as fatigue, swelling, or abnormal blood results. For millions of people, this habit is the root cause of kidney decline, hiding behind bright packaging and healthy claims. But don't lose hope, because nature designed 3 powerful protectors. Here's where everything changes. Up until now, it may have sounded like every drink on your table is a threat, but this is the part most people never hear. The human body, especially your kidneys, has an incredible ability to recover when given the right support. Damage doesn't always mean destruction. It means your system is asking for relief, balance, and nourishment instead of stress. The good news is that relief doesn't come from expensive supplements or complex treatments. It comes from simple, natural foods that you already recognize, fruits that quietly repair what years of poor choices have weakened. Your kidneys respond to what you feed them. When toxins and excess sugar are removed, blood flow improves, inflammation slows, and filtration strength returns. Nature has built-in protectors that reduce oxidative stress, clear inflammation, and support healing at the cellular level. These foods don't just prevent further harm. They help your kidneys function more efficiently by supplying antioxidants, water, and minerals that restore balance. This shift isn't about strict diets or giving up every pleasure. It's about choosing foods that work with your body instead of against it. Even small, consistent changes can reverse years of silent damage. And the best part? These kidney-protecting fruits are affordable, easy to find, and supported by real science. The same way harmful drinks pushed your kidneys toward fatigue, these foods can guide them back toward strength. Let's meet the first natural defender. It looks ordinary, but its chemistry rewrites your body's story. Grapes might seem like a simple snack, but they're packed with compounds that directly protect your kidneys. The secret lies in resveratrol, a natural antioxidant concentrated in grape skins. Resveratrol helps neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that cause inflammation and cell damage inside your kidneys. By reducing this oxidative stress, it allows kidney cells to recover and maintain proper filtration. Studies show that regular grape consumption can lower inflammatory markers and improve overall kidney performance in people with early signs of kidney strain. But resveratrol isn't working alone. Grapes also contain quercetin and catechins, plant-based nutrients that improve blood vessel health and circulation. Healthy circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your kidneys, allowing them to perform their filtering duties efficiently. When blood flow improves, toxins are removed more effectively, and blood pressure stabilizes two critical factors in kidney health. Grapes are also rich in water and fiber, which help flush out excess waste and support hydration naturally, without overloading the body. One clinical study found that adults who ate grapes regularly for 12 weeks experienced measurable reductions in blood pressure and inflammation. In real life, that means less strain on your kidneys and lower chances of progression to chronic kidney disease. Even something as simple as eating a cup of grapes daily can make a long-term difference. The key is consistency. Your body repairs itself slowly but steadily. Red and purple grapes offer the highest benefits because they contain more resveratrol than green varieties. Eat them fresh, not as juice, to avoid excess sugar and preserve fiber. This is how nature begins to restore balance, one fruit at a time. But the next one doesn't just heal, it shields you from infection itself. This tiny fruit builds a wall between you and disease. Cranberries are best known for helping with urinary tract infections, but their benefits go much deeper. They contain special compounds called proanthocyanidins, powerful antioxidants that stop harmful bacteria from sticking to the walls of your urinary tract. Instead of allowing those bacteria to travel upward and infect your kidneys, cranberries make it easier for your body to flush them out naturally. This single effect can prevent recurring infections that often lead to scarring and long-term kidney damage. But their protective role doesn't end there. Cranberries are among the highest antioxidant fruits in the world, fighting oxidative stress at the cellular level. Their compounds reduce inflammation, protect blood vessels, and support the delicate tissues that help your kidneys filter waste. They also provide vitamin C, which boosts immune defense and strengthens connective tissue around the kidneys. For people who already struggle with mild kidney weakness, this protection can prevent complications before they start. One woman in her late 50s shared how she used to get urinary infections several times a year, each one leaving her weaker and more anxious about her health. When she started taking a small daily serving of unsweetened cranberry juice, the infections stopped. Her doctor later noted that her kidney function, which had been slowly declining, had stabilized. It wasn't a miracle, it was the body finally getting the help it needed. The key is using pure, unsweetened cranberries or juice, not the sugary blends that undo their benefits. They work best as prevention, building quiet protection, day after day. And yet, the most powerful remedy is something you already have at home. Simple, crisp, and found in every grocery aisle. Apples are one of the most accessible and effective foods for protecting kidney health. What makes them special is pectin, a type of soluble fiber that helps remove cholesterol and toxins from the body before they reach the kidneys. When cholesterol and waste stay low, your kidneys don't have to filter as much, which reduces strain and inflammation. Research shows that people who eat apples regularly have lower levels of LDL cholesterol and better blood sugar control, two factors that directly protect kidney function. Apples are also rich in antioxidants like quercetin, which helps prevent oxidative damage in kidney cells. These antioxidants act like a cleanup crew, repairing minor cell injuries before they turn into permanent scarring. Because apples are mostly water, they also support hydration, which helps the kidneys flush out waste efficiently. For people who need to watch their potassium levels, apples are a safer choice than many other fruits. They contain just enough to nourish without overloading the system. Another advantage is cost. Apples are affordable, available year-round, and easy to include in any diet. You don't need to juice them or buy supplements, just one fresh apple with the peel each day can provide all the benefits. Eating them whole ensures you get both fiber and nutrients in balance. Whether you slice one into oatmeal, add it to a smoothie, or eat it as a snack, the effect compounds over time. The key is consistency, not complexity. The simplest habits often create the strongest protection. But knowing what to eat is only half the battle. The real transformation begins with timing. When you eat may be more important than what you eat. Your kidneys, like the rest of your body, follow a natural rhythm. During the day, they work at their highest capacity filtering blood, balancing minerals, and maintaining fluid levels. At night, they slow down to rest and repair. This means the timing of what you eat and drink can either support that rhythm or work against it. Eating kidney-supporting fruits earlier in the day, especially in the morning, gives your body the nutrients it needs when the kidneys are most active. The antioxidants, fiber, and hydration from foods like apples, grapes, and cranberries are used more efficiently in daylight hours. Late-night eating, on the other hand, can interrupt the body's rest cycle. When you snack late, Your kidneys are forced to stay active, processing sugars and fluids instead of recovering. Over time, this pattern contributes to fatigue, swelling, and poor filtration. That's why people who maintain early meal routines often experience better blood pressure control and fewer metabolic issues. A balanced timing approach, light evening meals, hydrating during the day, and fruit-based breakfasts helps synchronize kidney function with your natural circadian rhythm. It's a small change that can make a significant difference in long-term health. By respecting your body's clock, you're not just eating better, you're allowing your organs to perform at their best. And this leads to the most shocking discovery of all. Scientists once thought kidney cells couldn't regrow until this happened. For decades, doctors believed that once kidney tissue was damaged, it was gone forever. But new research is proving that the kidneys have a limited yet powerful ability to repair themselves when the stressors are removed and the right nutrients are supplied. A study published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that people who changed their diet, reduced processed sugar, and added antioxidant-rich foods showed measurable improvement in filtration rate within just 12 weeks. The body began repairing tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys that were once thought permanently scarred. Another clinical trial focused on patients with mild chronic kidney disease who adopted a plant-rich, low-toxin diet. Their inflammation levels dropped, blood pressure stabilized, and key kidney markers improved without medication changes. The science is clear. Kidney regeneration is slow, but it's possible. Your cells are constantly renewing, and when you stop adding harmful stress like excess sugar, caffeine, and sodium, they start rebuilding. Even small improvements in hydration, sleep, and nutrition trigger your body's repair systems. Doctors now understand that the kidneys are not static, they adapt. When given antioxidants from fruits like grapes, apples, and cranberries, the oxidative damage begins to fade, allowing healthy cells to grow in place of old, inflamed ones. This doesn't mean every case can be reversed, but it does mean the decline can be slowed, stopped, or even partially restored. The shift from damage to recovery begins with awareness and daily discipline. What once seemed impossible is now backed by evidence and real success stories, which means your future health isn't fate, it's a choice. Here's exactly how to turn knowledge into protection. The simplest routine can make a real difference when you follow it with consistency. Start your morning with a glass of water before anything else. Then eat one fresh apple with breakfast to supply fiber and antioxidants early in the day when your kidneys are most active. Around midday, add a handful of grapes or a small portion of frozen cranberries to your meal or smoothie. This keeps antioxidant levels steady while helping your body flush waste efficiently. Drink plain water throughout the day, about 8 to 10 glasses, but avoid gulping large amounts at once. Steady hydration is easier on your kidneys. Replace sugary drinks with fruit-infused water by adding apple slices, a few grapes, and a squeeze of lemon for flavor. If you crave caffeine, choose green tea instead of energy drinks or soda. It provides mild stimulation without overload. Keep your dinner light and lower in salt, and avoid heavy or late-night snacking so your kidneys can rest overnight. A short walk after dinner also helps regulate blood sugar and circulation. Each of these steps may seem small, but together they create a steady rhythm of healing and protection. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness and balance. When you align your daily habits with what your kidneys need, the benefits multiply over time. This blueprint works not because it's complicated, but because it's sustainable. But there's one more truth that changes everything. Your body fights for you every day. What will you do for it? From the moment you wake up, your kidneys are already at work, filtering blood, balancing fluids, and clearing toxins without complaint. They never rest, never take a break, and never ask for credit. But every choice you make either helps them or harms them. The drinks you avoid, the foods you choose, and the habits you build decide how long they can keep protecting you. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. A single apple in the morning, a switch from soda to water, or skipping that extra drink at night may seem small, but to your kidneys, those choices mean relief, repair, and strength. Think about it this way. Your kidneys have carried you through every year of your life so far. They've adapted to stress, dehydration, and poor habits more times than you realize. Now, they deserve your help in return. Protecting them isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about giving yourself the energy, clarity, and confidence to live fully. The effort you make today becomes a legacy of health that affects your entire body. The sooner you start, the more time you give your kidneys to recover and thrive. Every drop you drink, every meal you choose, every habit you repeat, shapes your future. The path to stronger kidneys doesn't require miracles, just mindful decisions repeated daily. Your future self will thank you for every one of them. Because the next morning habit will expose looks healthy but silently destroys kidney strength. Don't miss it.